Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We made it to Friday. And do you like that? Call me glass half full meteorologist. I was thinking maybe we should call me rain gauge half full meteorologist. What I'm seeing is we definitely have plenty of winter still to come, February and March. But I see shades of occasionally we get to a 45 or 50 or even 55 degree day, and we kind of go back to the old theme of winter has a tough time. And here's an interesting point. One of my friends, Jeff Boyne, National Weather Service in La Crosse, he's been in Weather Service for 35 years or something like that. He posted this today on Facebook. La Crosse had a couple of its coldest days in history in January, and yesterday or the day before it had its warmest day in January in history. And by the time they get done, it's going to average out a half a degree cooler than normal in January. So we'd say, wow, January was really cold. And I've got to look at the stats for Michigan. But with the ups and downs, and remember the cold didn't hit until maybe about, I think it was after the first week of January or so. All right, let's go on into it, and I'll show you the shades of spring, and I'll show you the shades of winter, which are still definitely there. So we have rain across the region. A lot of us were in the 50s yesterday or so. Even the Traverse City area, Buckley, Michigan, I saw a report out of the Gaylord National Weather Service. Buckley was 51 degrees yesterday. After a week or two ago, only hitting, maybe about 2. So that rainfall still expected to change to a couple of hours of wet snow for Ann Arbor through the Detroit area around 4 or 5 o'clock this evening. The road's probably warm enough to not have it stick on the roads, but just keep your eyes on that. Here's that radar forecast. And we're at noon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. So the salmon color, that would be sleet. And then this would be 4 o'clock, 5 and 6 o'clock. So 4 to 6-ish, Lansing, Jackson, Ann Arbor, maybe Kalamazoo, Detroit area. It gets a burst of some wet snow. This is 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, over by 8 o'clock or so. Hey, good morning, Don Peterson from Snowfest in Frankenmuth. I'm imagining you're talking about that Snowfest. I don't know if there's another. Bruce Lundy, good morning to you. Mike and Mary Tremaine, thanks for watching. And Keith Caldwell, good morning. So, how much snow? Let's get the update. And not much. We'll call it an inch or maybe 2 inches. Flint to the Detroit area to Ann Arbor to around Lansing and Jackson. Now, into the future, fairly quiet. We are getting into a quote-unquote pretty active weather pattern, but at the moment, nothing that lines up as being notable for us. Saturday should be a dry day. Sunday, a light rain and light snow comes across all of Michigan. Rain showers southern half of lower Michigan, snow northern half in the UP, but the brunt of the storm has jumped to Canada. Monday and Tuesday, good travel. And maybe by late in the week, a more moisture-laden storm system. You see the pink, that is freezing rain. We won't get too bent out of shape just yet on that because that track looks like it'd be one of those where you'd get a burst of freezing rain and then warm above freezing. And I always think that's a whole different ball game than if you get freezing rain and then it turns cold and windy and it doesn't melt off. Now we're into next weekend and maybe another storm system. And what you should get out of this is that every 3 to 5 days, we're going to have a storm system coming out of the western part of the country. And by the way, that's good news for California because they're starting to get into a wetter pattern, and that will certainly help the wildfire situation immediately. Here's a closer look. There's that snow, little thin band of it this afternoon and this evening. Maybe just some random snow showers Saturday in the thumb. And then here's your Sunday. This is Sunday morning, 8 in the morning. And it's not anything really ominous at all. In fact, here's the total snowfall off of that same deal. And let's call Sunday 2 or 3 inch snow from Traverse City to Houghton Lake northward up through the UP, and little, if any, south of that. All right, now, where are the shades of spring? Well, first off, let's do the temperatures, high temperatures. And we're in the 30s today. We're back down tomorrow, 20s south half, teens north half. Sunday, we're back to the low 40s, I-94 southward. Hey, good morning, Steve Matthews. We do not need rain in the wintertime, sir. No, I don't pick it out. Mother Nature, Old Man Winter, and God get together on that. So no more rain for today, sir. Yes, Marilyn Roses, you've got the rain in the southern half of the state. So this is Sunday. This is Monday, 40 at the border, 20s in Traverse City. This is Tuesday, 40 at the border. So you're going to have a whole different weather feel, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Coldwater, Benton Harbor, St. Joe, than you will at, say, Flint and Grand Rapids, and as you will in Traverse City. Now, watch next week. We see a ridge blowing up, and it gives us a taste of spring. So this is Wednesday. This is Thursday, maybe in the 50s. I would believe it since we made that run yesterday and we don't have a lot of snow on the ground, southern half of the state. And then behind that, this model wants to indicate that, guess what, winter comes back with highs in the 20s and 30s, but you go out to February 12th, cold, 13th, 14th. My point is, every week or so, some 40-degree weather is going to bounce back into our region. So we've kind of flipped, and this is all brought to us by the fact that the whole widespread upper air pattern is evolving from deep Arctic flow, obviously, in that cold period, to a southwesterly flow, stormy out along the west coast. Good news for them. Those storms shoot out, and they bring milder air. And there's still enough cold air that can nudge down and bring us snowstorms. So we're by no means done with winter and winter precipitation, but are we done with a long-lasting, deep, severe Arctic outbreak? I would say we probably are, because I don't see it in the next couple of weeks. Then you get to late February. Yes, you can be certainly very cold, but can you be way below zero at night and only in the single digits during the day? I don't think so. Not with that kind of pattern. So there you have it. It's evolving. That starts to lead to the questions of, do we get an early spring? I can't answer that just yet. My brain hasn't gotten there this morning. Hey, have yourselves a great weekend. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and this is the MLive Morning Weather Update. Bye.